For thousands of years, if you wanted to make money, you had to go where the money was. Ephesus wasn't just a city, it was a necessity. Merchants came here because the trade routes demanded it. Geography was destiny. You couldn't choose where you live, your work chose for you. Today I surprised her with a trip to Turkey, a place she's dreamed of visiting since we met. And standing here in these ruins, I couldn't stop thinking about how different our lives are from everyone who walked these streets. We work from cafes, Airbnbs, different countries every month. The work comes with us. For 99.9% of human history, that wasn't possible. Ephesus thrived for one reason: location. If you wanted to trade, you had to be at the port. Now, location is optional. We're living in the first generation where geography doesn't determine opportunity. The freedom is new, the effort required isn't. Let me show you what I mean by that. We're going on a little trip today. She doesn't know where we're going. She thinks we're just going to another Greek island for the weekend. Doesn't know it's the place she's been talking about for years. I've been trying to figure out how to pull this off without her knowing, but just gonna wing it and hope for the best. The second we dock, or the second she sees signs in Turkish, game over. Let's see how long this lasts.
Turquía. Estamos en Turquía.
Estamos en Turquía.
¿En serio?
Worth it.
Once we take inside, yes,
Okay.
Make here. You will drive from here, park your car, stop your luggage,
That's better.
and you can make a travel. My city very quiet this time.
The plan was simple. Land in Turkey, drive straight to Pamukkale, but plans are meant to be flexible. The plan today was to go to Pamukkale. In the back of my mind, we were going to arrive in Marmaris, drive the 3 hours to Pamukkale. That's where I have the hotel for tonight. I remembered my friend Ryan recommended Ephesus. It's an ancient city on the west coast of Turkey. And I checked the map. It was a 2.5 hour drive. I brought it up to her. And yeah, now we're on our way to Ephesus. Took about 5 seconds to decide. We're going. When you're not locked to a schedule, the drive stops being a means to an end. It becomes part of the day. Driving through these beautiful landscapes. It's like you have the ocean view, and then you go through this old growth forest, and then there are these crazy rock formations on all sides of you. Then you pass by this incredible lake down below. Yeah, it's nice to take a moment and enjoy the view along the way. We're in no rush. It was 90 the whole way. Once we turned onto this highway, now the speed limit's 130. We got freedom on this highway. We're gonna arrive in no time. Arriving here in Ephesus, we're just getting in while everyone else is getting out. The best way to roll. For 2,000 years, people came to Ephesus because they had to. Where you were determined what you could do. Now, geography is optional. That changes everything. Oh, it's a beautiful day today. No complaints at all. A little bit tired. We woke up super early, but so a little stroll through history here in Ephesus. Ephesus wasn't just a port, it was where East met West. Trade routes from Asia, ships from the Mediterranean, pilgrims traveling to the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Everything converged here because of where it sat on the map. Geography determined it all. Super beautiful, lots to discover, and it's huge. We can keep walking all day. You could probably spend 2 days here if you took your time. Looking out at the view and imagining giving a speech to all these people talking about philosophy or imagining the old times. I never really gave many speeches in my life. I think that would be fun to do one day, maybe as a bucket list item. Public speaking is the #1 fear in the world, and I think that's something good to conquer. Talk in front of a big audience about something that you're passionate about. 3 hours here, could have stayed longer. Ephesus thrived because merchants had no choice. The trade routes demanded it. Geography determined who succeeded and who didn't. Walk these streets long enough and it hits you. Your entire life, your livelihood, your family's future, all determined by where you were born or where you could travel to. That era is over. We're living in the new one. It's our hard work that earns us this freedom. It's those long hours, those days, those compounding years of hard work that we put in that create businesses, create systems that allow us to be able to enjoy this freedom and of course have the vision to keep creating more and more in the future. For thousands of years, where you were born determined everything. Your opportunities, your ceiling, your options. We're living through the biggest shift in how work happened since the Industrial Revolution. The constraints that shaped civilization for millennia, gone. Here's the thing though, the freedom to work from anywhere doesn't mean you work less. It means you work differently. You're redesigning responsibility, not escaping it. Which brings you to the real question. What would I build if I could build it from anywhere? The merchants who built Ephesus were locked into geography. You're not. So what are you going to do with that freedom? Here's a hint at what's next.